Okay, so one of the first things that we're going to look at within the AWS architecture is the networking side of things. So from a networking perspective, we're going to need a virtual private cloud, and that's going to be the container that contains everything that we're going to create. EC2 instances, subnets, security groups, route tables, internet gateways, they all go inside of the VPC, which is the virtual private cloud. And that is essentially your cloud. That is, when you go to AWS and you want to create your own private cloud, that is it. That is the VPC. That's what you create. There are some services like S3 buckets that sort of sit outside of the VPC. So you'll create an S3 bucket and it won't technically exist inside of our VPC. It exists outside the VPC. But most things you create in AWS go inside of a VPC, and that sort of acts like a big box that contains everything for you. In this following page, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be breaking down the networking aspect into subnets and VPCs, and we're going to be looking at the IP address ranges known as CIDR ranges, or classless inter-domain routing ranges. And we're going to be looking at how big of those ranges are going to be, what range we're going to give to each subnet, and so on and so forth. And over time, we'll add more subnets as we add in databases and things like that in future phases of the book. But for now, we're just going to look at the higher level stuff, such as the VPC. We're going to be looking at the subnets, and we're going to be defining what they look like from a technical perspective. So this section is very, very simple. It's not too difficult to follow along. And of course, if you have any questions, then pop on over to the Discord.